Hey, Raider Nation, buckle up, because I've got some jaw-dropping news that could shake up the future of our Las Vegas Raiders. After trading for Geno Smith, we all thought the quarterback saga was finally over stability, at last, right? But hold on to your silver and black hats, because whispers in the front office suggest the Raiders aren't done hunting for a franchise QB, and there's even talk of a potential offensive superstar joining the squad. Here's the teaser that's got me fired up. Insiders are saying the 2025 NFL Draft could be the turning point for our team, with big names like Jalen Milroe and Ashton Jeanty on the radar. I've dug deep into the latest Las Vegas Raiders news to bring you every juicy detail, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second. This could be the moment that defines our future. So let's dive in. Hit that subscribe button now and let's talk Raiders football. Picture this. It's March 2025, and the Raiders at a crossroads. Do we stick with a veteran we just traded for, or roll the dice on a young gun? I'm talking exclusive behind the scenes scoop that's got my blood pumping, and I know you're just as passionate about this team as I am. So grab your popcorn, Raider Nation, and let's break down what's cooking in Vegas, because this is about to get wild. Let's set the scene. Earlier this month, the Raiders made waves by trading a third-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks for Geno Smith. At 34 years old, with a solid track record, 3,800 passing yards, and 20 touchdowns last season. With Seattle Geno's, a guy who knows how to sling it, and with his old coach, Pete Carroll, now leading the Raiders, it felt like a match made in heaven, didn't it? But here's where the plot thickens. Geno's not getting any younger at 35 by next season. He's more of a right-now fix than a forever solution. The Athletics' Tash and Reed dropped a bombshell saying the Raiders are still eyeing quarterbacks in the 2025 NFL Draft, potentially even with our shiny number 6 overall pick. I mean, are you kidding me? Just when we thought we had it figured out, the front office throws us this curveball. So what's the vibe in the War Room League? Sources say the Raiders have already met with some of the hottest QB prospects out there. Cam Ward from Miami, Shadur Sanders from Colorado, Jalen Milroe from Alabama, Quinn Ewers from Texas, and Jackson Dart from Old Mississippi. Which one's got you hype? Raider Nation, drop your pick in the comments. I need to know who you're rooting for. Now, let's talk about these meetings, because this is where it gets real juicy. Word is, the Raiders were especially blown away by Jalen Milroe and Quinners after breaking down their film and chatting offensive schemes. Milroe is a dual threat, beast over 3,000 passing yards and 800 rushing yards in 2024 at Alabama. Imagine that speed tearing up Allegiant Stadium. Then there's yours, the Texas gunslinger with a cannon arm, 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns last season. Cool as ice under pressure, the Raider scouts reportedly left those meetings buzzing. And I can see why either one of these guys will be the heir apparent to Geno. But here's the million-dollar question. Do we pull the trigger in the first round, or let Geno cook for a year and grab someone later? I'm torn. Fam on one hand, drafting a QB now secures our future. Think of the swagger a young stud could bring to Vegas on the other. Geno's got the experience to hold it down, and we got other gaps to fill. What do you think? Go big early or play it smart? Hit me up in the comments, because this debate's heating up. Okay, let's rewind for a sec. Why are we even talking about a new QB when we just got Geno? Well, last season was a roller coaster, and our offense didn't exactly light the world on fire. The Raiders finished 2024 with a measly 79.8 rushing yards per game, dead last in the league. And our passing game wasn't much better without a consistent signal caller. Geno's a proven vet. No doubt he's got the arm and the smarts to steady the ship, but at 35 he's not the long-term answer, and the Raiders know it. That's why they're keeping their eyes peeled for a rookie who can grow into the role. Someone who could take us, some pretenders to contenders in the AFC West. Imagine this. Geno mentors a young QB for a year or two, passing the torch when the time's right. It's the kind of storyline that gives me chills. Veteran grit meets rookie fire. Does that vision get you pumped? Raider Nation, tell me, would you trust Geno to bridge the gap? Or are you ready to see a fresh face under center ASAP? But wait, there's more to this draft story than just quarterbacks. And this twist has me losing my mind. The Raiders are also sniffing around Boise State's Ashton Jeanty, a running back who's pure dynamite. This dude finished second in the Heisman voting with a jaw-dropping 2,497 rushing yards and 29 touchdowns in 2024. Numbers that scream game changer. Our run game was a disaster. Last year, Zamir White averaged just 2.8 yards per carry, and Raheem Mossad, who we signed this off-season, wasn't much better at 3.3 insider bus, says the Raider.